Hi guys, today I didn't really even decide to do this, I've just been wanting to talk about this for a while and I thought this would be a good opportunity to, and that has to do with YouTube. As you guys know, YouTube has made some changes recently. They have changed their main look of the site, and they changed the way their logo is and everything, and whatever, that has nothing to do with this really. But you guys know I've complained in the past about how they don't monetize certain videos because it's up to them pretty much what they think is appropriate. I just don't think that's right, and I mean, whatever, it's their site and I choose to be on it, so obviously it's something you just have to deal with. But in the past, there's something in my tooth. In the past, saying like, oh, this video isn't advertiser friendly, so we're not monetizing it, but it's still allowed to be on YouTube and stuff, and okay, whatever. And then I usually will ask for that to be manually reviewed, and usually they're like, yeah, sorry, we were wrong, which makes YouTube to me feel a lot less safe than it used to be. YouTube, when I first started out anyway, was a safe place. It was a place where people liked to just make videos because it was fun, and I just thought that was really great, and I loved it back then. And now it's getting to be a place where, even though they will sometimes send me those emails and then I'll ask for them to manually review it, and they say, oh no, it's fine, you're right, like, we made a mistake. Like, it shouldn't be making that mistake in the first place. It reminds me of like a health insurance company trying to send you a bill for something you already paid, or a bill for something you shouldn't have to be paying, but some people will just pay it because they don't want to question and deal with all the questions and the paperwork and things like that, and certain people will just pay it, and I feel like that's what YouTube's doing. They're trying to not monetize certain videos that are monetizable and are advertiser friendly. Most of my videos are like appropriate for 5-year-olds to be watching, you know what I mean? Like, they're pretty PG. They're saying these videos aren't advertiser friendly, even though they are, because they can get away with it, because there's so many YouTubers out there who won't question that and will kind of let it be. And because there is so many YouTubers making them money, like, obviously they're not going to do this to huge YouTubers who are bringing in a ton of ad revenue and a ton of views, but for a small YouTuber like me, they don't want to recommend my videos on the side of, other people's videos. They don't want to do that, so it makes it easier for them to say, your video isn't advertiser friendly. It is right now. Some of my videos that are considered not advertiser friendly, I was a little worried about my skinny shaming rant and my political correctness rant. That I could understand minorly. Like, still, those videos should be monetized, like especially the skinny shaming rant. That video is so appropriate. It's a video people have to be seeing, so making it not advertiser friendly doesn't just make me not earn money from it. And as annoying as that is, especially for me, because I make such a little money on YouTube and can need all the money I can get, it's annoying. And I'm not trying to make it about money or about the numbers. Like, I really don't think it should be about that, as much as it's like discouraging and stuff when you don't have the numbers that you want. The fact that now that video that I think is really important, so many people should be hearing about, is not being viewed as much as it should be because they at YouTube don't want it to be monetized. Like, okay, other videos of mine that are currently, this is very new, and this is also, it used to be like completely unmonetized, not advertiser friendly. Now they've made it like for some advertisers or limited advertising, which is pretty much the same thing. Some of my other videos are YouTube made me buy it. How is that not advertiser friendly? It's talking about products that I bought because I watched someone on YouTube talk about it. Okay, cool, right, alright. And then some of the other ones are beauty must-haves. I have a video called best beauty hack for greasy hair, something like that. That's not advertiser friendly. Okay, if those videos aren't advertiser friendly, how could anyone on YouTube have advertiser friendly videos? If these videos aren't advertiser friendly, how are people making money? Like, the other videos I've seen on YouTube are so inappropriate and so things that kids shouldn't be watching, that certain people shouldn't be watching, that really they shouldn't even be making, like, in my opinion. All those things are being monetized, and these people have a job and are making money off of it when I can't get my video to be monetized. And I'm not, like, I get it, they don't want to, like, I think what YouTube is doing is they don't want to be wasting, I don't really know what their goal is actually, but the problem is now that in the past you could ask for a review on your video, and then they would, let me know and be like, oh yeah, we were wrong, and I'm assuming that they are, because some of the ones that, I had a whole page of videos that were being limited advertiser stuff, and they hadn't even gone live yet, they're only been scheduled. I don't really know how they're doing that. In the past, it's only been after videos gone live that they could do that, so I don't really get how that's happening. And then along with that is that some of them I'll go on and, like, I'm not receiving emails about this. When you look up all the rules of YouTube and they changed this stuff recently, it says you'll get email if your video isn't advertiser friendly. I haven't gotten any emails. Checked my spams, checked everything, it's not there. And then when they've been reviewed, when you've requested a review, they'll also send you an email saying like, oh no, sorry. I haven't gotten that either, but some of the videos that were originally hit as not advertiser friendly, and all of a sudden I sign on and they are advertiser friendly, and I didn't get any notification about it whatsoever. They don't explain it properly. And now the problem is when you do submit want a video to be manually reviewed so that an actual person is watching it and saying like, yeah, this is totally appropriate. They'll only review it once you hit 1,000 views in 1 week. Which is completely wrong in my opinion, because there's so many YouTubers who are small like me who, I don't want to say keep the site going, but who watch a lot of YouTube. And I get that people like Zoella and stuff like that, like they're the ones, you know, bringing in all the views and stuff, but it's really not fair because the person who's making under 1,000 views a week is the one making less money and who needs the money probably more and the views and like really wants to be growing, and YouTube is preventing me from growing by limiting me in this way. And now they won't manually review it until I hit 1,000 views in a week. I don't think I've ever hit 1,000 views in a week. That's just not fair. And I get life isn't fair or whatever, but how is that even okay? Now I can't even get a review to be earning money from all the views I might be getting. So if they decide later on, oh yeah, it is advertiser friendly at some point, so will I be getting the money from all the views I got in the beginning? Explain this. Like, YouTube needs to explain this better. I just want them to be reviewed, and I can't get them to be reviewed and changed until I hit 1,000 views, but they're preventing me from hitting 1,000 views because now that they're not advertiser friendly, they're not going to be promoting that video. I think it's so wrong. And to top it off, I used to be able to reach out to YouTube with, like, when you scroll to the bottom and, like, you see the thing that says, like, help, you used to be able to ask my question, they'd get back to you in, like, a couple days. I've reached out 4 times in this matter. I've also reached out on Twitter to, like, 3 different YouTube Twitters, not one response. Not one response. I emailed, I literally wrote, like, paragraphs on paragraphs, not one response, not one. Not one thing that says, we're sorry, we're fixing this. Like, I'm hoping that they're going to tell me eventually, like, sorry, this was a glitch. I want to know. That's another thing that really bothers me. Even from the beginning, when videos that would happen, some videos would get deleted without your knowledge. You deserve a second chance. We work so hard, like, us YouTubers. Like, I think that most of you know, even if whether you make videos or not, how difficult it is and how much time and effort goes in. And for me to be already not making a lot of money and not getting a lot of views and to still be having the energy to put all this effort in, I feel like it's really not fair that they just have the right to delete it or to say it's not advertiser friendly and not even give you a reason. If they could give me an actual reason, okay, but they can't. That's the thing, is like half these videos are saying aren't advertiser friendly, or beauty videos. Like, what is not advertiser friendly about that? It makes absolutely no sense. And, you know, their videos, like my first job right now, my first job video, that video is not being advertised, and my first date story not being advertised. Okay, why? So tell me why. Like, why can't YouTube at least like give you a warning and say, listen, like, there's a word in your title or something like that, which also is just really annoying because you can't have a misleading title, but then if you put a title that is actually like what your video is about, then it's inappropriate or something. But none of my things are inappropriate. Like, none. Not one of these things is inappropriate. And I already did that whole video, like, ranting and raving about how they wouldn't monetize my sexual assault video, which was super annoying. As annoying as it is, I get, okay, it's like a controversial topic, but it is something that I think should not be limited in any way whatsoever. And that's something I've tried to, like, move on from. But these videos, there's no reason. Like, the reason they're probably not responding to my messages is because they can't give me a reason, because there is no reason. There is no reason for why these videos aren't being monetized. And if it's something small, like something I put in a tag, or in the description box that shouldn't be there, I don't know then. I've looked up all the information I could possibly find on what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do, but it's so general and it's not specific enough, and you can't just see like, okay, is this word acceptable or not, because it's up to them completely. It's completely general. They have complete reign over it, and you can't even figure out if what you're doing is right or not, and they can't tell you either. Like, they can't tell me, okay, fix this and then your video will be monetizable, or change this. Like, they don't give you that second chance to make it right if you did something wrong without your knowledge. Like, that's just not okay. It's your content. Like, it's my content. I own it. But yet somehow YouTube gets to like make all these claims about it and like not even give me a chance to save it if they want to delete it. Like, I just don't really get that. Make it private. That's what they should do. They should at least make it private so you can re-download it back to your own computer and edit it and change it to the way that it's supposed to be, or to take like a copyrighted song out or something. They should give you that chance, and they don't. I'm just really pissed about this, and I'm getting really frustrated, and I'm not going to say like, oh, I'm quitting YouTube or anything. I'm not feeling like that. Like, I obviously love what I'm doing. I'm just getting kind of discouraged at the actual YouTube. Like, at one point I was feeling, I did that video about quitting YouTube, and it was more about the views I was getting and how I couldn't reach people, and it was just like really discouraging because I wanted to make it a job, and like I just don't have the effort to put in if I wasn't making money off of it and things like that. And like, that's what that video was about a couple years ago. But now what's discouraging is the actual platform, which is really annoying. Another website needs to come out with something to beat YouTube, because if they're going to keep doing this and censoring us, it's making me feel like the people running YouTube are the people who I look at in the news and think, wow, there's no excuse for that other than stupidity and evilness. And YouTube is climbing on up there with those businesses and those corporations that are just not for the people, but for themselves. And I get everything nowadays is about money, like everything, hospitals, insurance, literally government, everything. And like, honestly, I've been like thinking about this stuff a lot, and so this is kind of getting off topic, but I'm thinking about like, oh, we always think that they're trying to find like a cure for cancer and all these horrible diseases, but are they really trying to find a cure for cancer and like Alzheimer's and things like that? Are they? Because if they did find a cure, that would just zero out hospitals. Like, so many less people would be going into hospitals and going to buy medication things if there was like a one-step cure for things. And that's just really a bummer that they would stop. Like, they would, and you know they would too. They would stop trying to save people or help people or let people do what they're doing on YouTube just for money. And I think that's what YouTube's doing. They're just doing this for money. It's all about the ads. It used to be about the creators and about us sharing things and like making friendships and things, and it's just not about that anymore. And it's a bummer because YouTube just used to be such a safe place, and I think a lot of people are feeling that way. I've seen a lot of it on Twitter from even big YouTubers saying, we miss YouTube from 2012, 2013. That was great. That was when there was no drama. It wasn't about getting views and clickbait. It was about fun and just like doing something that you enjoy, and it didn't have to be crazy and out there and like be like the biggest, most exciting video, which just had to be. And it's just not fair their way. They're making it be all about money and all about ads and stuff. Obviously, I'm being frustrated about the ads, but it's not the fact that it partially is about the money for me too, because I'm trying to make a career as a small, tiny little YouTuber, and I'm trying to make some extra money from it. Like, I get it, and I could overlook that. Like, if I was not allowed to monetize my YouTube videos anymore, like I just couldn't make any money from it, I wouldn't really be too bummed. I would be bummed, but I wouldn't probably stop making videos because I still love doing it, but I would still want my videos to get out there. And that's the thing, is on YouTube, if your video isn't being monetized, they don't want to promote it. They don't want to promote your video and get a bunch of views on it if they're not going to make any money off of it. So that's when you get less views and you get reach. You're not reaching as big of an audience anymore, and that's what they're kind of doing to me. And it's just really pissing me off, and I wanted to make a video about it. In case you guys didn't know, or you did, like, let me know what you think. Let me know if you know any details I don't know, because I've literally researched so much about this and cannot find any details. Like, everything is so up in the air and like general when it comes to YouTube. Like, their wording and everything that you read in the settings, policies, and all that stuff, it's so general that you can't even really follow the rules because you can't really tell what they are. And when they don't reach out back to you, like, I don't understand how that would work. Like, I'm sure if I was a bigger YouTuber and reached out via the help thing, they would have responded to me by now. And I just think that's really sad. But I guess I'll try to keep you guys posted, like a vlog or something, if they re-monetize or say these videos are advertiser friendly. Like, I wonder what they're even gonna do with this one. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but we'll see if they monetize this one. The videos of mine right now that aren't being monetized, I'll put some of them on the screen, and you guys tell me what you think. Like, do you think those videos are inappropriate? And I'm wondering about like bigger YouTubers, if they made a similar video, if theirs would be monetized because they bring more money in. Like, I wish I could find someone who works with YouTube and they can give me the insider scoop. It's just really annoying, and I just wanted to get on here and kind of complain about it to you guys and see what you think about it. There is so many great people on YouTube, from viewers to creators, but there's so many terrible people too, and some comments are just so unbelievably cruel and just evil, and there's just a lot of negativity obviously online everywhere right now. It's just like not what it used to be, and it's really bumming me out. Like, I wish there would be a new platform, like how Facebook replaced MySpace. Like, let's make a new platform. Thank you guys for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you agree with everything I'm talking about, and please subscribe to see more from me, and definitely turn on that little like bell button so that you get notified or whatever, because I don't know who's seeing my videos or what's going on. And make sure you're following me on social media because I post all my videos there. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.